some of these skills help us to get people to change their behavior in a very skillful way. That's what these, when we're talking about interpersonal effectiveness skills, when we're approaching other people because we want to get something or we want to achieve something in that interaction. But we must also balance that attempt to get that change in the shift or get what we want out of it with accepting others as they are and accepting that they are coming with their own perspectives, with their own priorities, with their own goals, their own feelings. So we'll be focusing on that, just remembering to walk that middle path that yes, what we need is very important. And we want to be able to assertively advocate for ourselves and get what we need and believe that we deserve it. And there's another human being or more in that transactional relationship who also has all of this stuff going on inside. And when we get triggered, when we get emotionally intense, sometimes, we forget about that. Like I have to say, like they say that people with BPD traits lack empathy, and I call bullcrap on that. I think we're some of the most empathetic people on the planet. I think many of us identify as empaths. I think that, we can't handle pretty much those commercials about children that are starving or animals that are being abused. Like we feel deeply. But what happens sometimes is when we get emotionally triggered, especially in a relationship that matters or where there's something at stake, sometimes we can go into this place where we are really kind of self-consumed and absorbed, and it's hard for us to access the empathy in that moment and understand that there's another human being that's also having a lot going on inside of themselves. And that was certainly very true for me. I actually still sometimes have observed that when I get really triggered by something, that I have to remind myself that there's another person here that has stuff going on too, and it helps me to shift, to be able to walk that middle path. So we'll certainly be talking about that as well as we continue on.